All stand, please. All persons having anything to do with this sitting of the Supreme Court of Tasmania, draw nigh and give your attendance. Please be seated.
In the matter of the Legal Profession Act 2007 and in the matter of an application by Catherine Gay Morgan, Madison Grace Warmburn, Alexander William Davey, Ming Yan Liu, Ellie Grace Rose, Aaron Yulong Wu, Akila Binti Azar, Samuel Dixon Tan and Molly Rose Sinnott for admission to the legal profession.
Yes, Mr. Lewinsky.
Thank you. If it please your honours, I appear for Catherine Gay Morgan. The applicant has been awarded a degree of Bachelor of Laws and successfully completed a course of practical instruction on the duties of a legal practitioner. The applicant has complied with the relevant provisions of the Legal Profession Act. The applicant is of good fame and character. She is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the legal profession. The applicant's papers before your honours are all in order, and I seek orders in terms of the application.
Thank you, Mr. Lewinsky. Mr. Stevens.
May it please the court. I appear for Madison Grace Warmburn. The applicant has been awarded a degree of psychological science and a Bachelor of Laws with first-class honours in law and successfully completed a course of practical instruction on the duties of a legal practitioner. The applicant has complied with the relevant provisions of the Legal Profession Act 2007. The applicant is a person of good fame and character and is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the legal profession. I submit that the applicant's papers before the court are all in order and I seek orders in terms of the application.
Thank you, Mr. Stevens. Mr. Pawson.
To please the court, your honours, I appear for Alexander William Davey, Ming Yuan Liu, Ellie Grace Rose and Aaron Yulong Wu. Your honours, the applicants have each been awarded a degree of Bachelor of Laws and have successfully completed a course of practical instructions in the duties of a legal practitioner. The applicants have complied with the relevant provisions of the Legal Profession Act 2007. Each of the applicants are of good fame and character and are fit and proper persons to be admitted to the legal profession. The applicant's papers before your honours are all in order and I seek orders in the terms of each of those applications.
Thank you, Mr. Pawson. Yes, Ms. Brennan.
Yes, may it please your honours, I appear on behalf of Akila Binti Azar. The applicant has been awarded with a degree of Bachelor of Laws and has successfully completed a course of practical instructions on the duties of a legal practitioner. The applicant has complied with the relevant provisions of the Legal Profession Act 2007. The applicant is of good fame and character and is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the legal profession. The applicant's papers before your honours are all in order and I seek the orders in the terms of the application.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Freeman. Mr. Yurkowski.
May it please your honours, I appear for Samuel Tishon Tan. The applicant has been awarded a degree of Bachelor of Laws and has successfully completed a course of practical instruction on the duties of the legal practitioner. The applicant has complied with the relevant provisions of the Legal Profession Act. The applicant is of good fame and character and is a fit and proper person to be admitted to the legal profession. The applicant's papers before your honours are all in order and I seek orders in the terms of the application.
Thank you. Mr. Tammins.
If it please your honours, I appear for Molly Rose Sinnott. The applicant has been awarded a degree of Bachelor of Laws with first-class honours and has successfully completed a course of practical instruction on the duties of a legal practitioner. The applicant has complied with the relevant provisions of the Legal Profession Act 2007. The applicant is of good fame and character and a fit and proper person to be admitted to the legal profession. I submit that the applicant's papers before your honour are all in order and I seek orders in terms of the application.
Thank you. Administer the oaths and affirmations.
Do you, Catherine Gay Morgan, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that you will honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a member of the legal profession to the best of your knowledge and ability? Say, I affirm.
I affirm.
Do you, Madison Grace Warmbrun, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that you will honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a member of the legal profession to the best of your knowledge and ability? Say, I affirm.
I affirm.
Do you, Alexander William Davey, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that you will honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a member of the legal profession to the best of your knowledge and ability? Say, I affirm. Do you, Ming Guan Liu, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that you will honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a member of the legal profession to the best of your knowledge and ability? Say, I affirm. Do you, Ellie Grace Rose, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that you will honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a member of the legal profession to the best of your knowledge and ability? Say, I affirm.
I affirm.
Do you, Aaron Yulong Wu, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that you will honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a member of the legal profession to the best of your knowledge and ability? Say, I affirm.
I affirm.
Do you, Akila Binti Azar, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that you will honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a member of the legal profession to the best of your knowledge and ability? Say, I affirm. Do you, Samuel Dixon Tan, swear that you will honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a member of the legal profession to the best of your knowledge and ability? Say, I swear.
Excellent.
Do you, Molly Rose Sinnott, solemnly and sincerely declare and affirm that you will honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a member of the legal profession to the best of your knowledge and ability? Say, I affirm.
I affirm.
Now those oaths and affirmations need to be signed. If you can hand those out, please. Thank you. The court orders that the applicants be admitted to the legal profession. On behalf of the court, I congratulate all of you and I welcome you to the profession. Today marks an important milestone for all of the young lawyers who've graduated, who have completed the legal practice course and who are being admitted as legal practitioners. Your admissions represent the culmination of years of study and hard work. No doubt many of you owe a lot to family members or partners who have been with you on your journey towards this destination, providing support and encouragement in all sorts of ways. Some of you are embarking on careers in the law that will continue for the rest of your working lives. A career in the law can be very satisfying in a number of ways. Those of you who care about other people, and I sincerely hope that's all of you, should be able to get a great deal of personal satisfaction from using your professional skill and in due course your professional experience to assist clients with legal problems. The law can also be intellectually satisfying, particularly for lawyers who pursue careers in the courts. And also the law can be very satisfying if you're able to walk away from the court at the end of a case with a feeling that justice has been done. The practice of the law also has its downside, and that should be acknowledged. Those of you who are going to practice in the magistrates' court or in crime will find that on practically every social occasion, someone will say, how can you defend someone when you think they're guilty? And of course, it's the proper answer is that every accused person's got a right to a fair trial and therefore a right to a lawyer. But there are some other answers that are perhaps more amusing. One Scottish lawyer I heard once said, if I believe the person's guilty, that's not a problem. If I believe the person's innocent, then I've got a big responsibility. And then, of course, there's the perspective that a barrister's job is much harder than the job of a surgeon, because in the surgeon's case, there isn't another surgeon on the other side of the table whose role is to try to kill the patient. The practice of the law has its downside. You'll encounter it if you lose a case for the first time, or if one of your clients goes to prison for the first time. Finding oneself in one of those situations is an inevitable consequence of taking on important work in an adversarial system. It's therefore very important to be aware of the risks, to warn your clients of those risks, and to protect yourselves against those risks, and to be ready for disappointments. If you find that you're in an area of the law that doesn't suit you, I recommend finding a position in another area of the law rather than taking the drastic step of leaving it altogether. And I'd make that recommendation as a former conveyancer and probate practitioner. If you decide that cross-examining police officers is something that you don't enjoy, then by all means take up conveyancing. Another aspect of the downside of practicing law is that a lot of non-lawyers love to tell lawyer jokes. They don't tell real estate agent jokes or quantity surveyor jokes, but lawyers seem to be an easy target, and that may have something to do with the public perception of lawyers. From time to time, surveys are conducted in relation to the public perception of the ethics and trustworthiness of people in various professions. Last year, the Governance Institute of Australia published the results of such a survey in a document entitled Ethics Index 2023. As part of the survey, the members of various professions and occupational groups were given a score between 100 and -100, reflecting the public perception as to how ethical or unethical their behaviour was. Firefighters came first with a score of 82. Real estate agents came last with a score of -19. Judges scored 45. Lawyers scored 9. They came in the bottom 10 occupational groups on the same level as CEOs and company directors. The CFMEU scored 16, but that was last year. Now, those scores reflect the fact that many people don't understand the importance and integrity of our legal system. A legal system that has the respect of the community is essential for the safety and stability of the community, and your profession as lawyers is therefore a very important profession. Our society wouldn't function without the laws that govern it, the courts that enforce those laws when they need to, and the lawyers who represent the interests of their clients in the courts and give them advice about disputes and important transactions. You all, therefore, have very significant roles to fulfil. The work that you do can change people's lives for better or for worse, and it's therefore important that you do your work to the best of your ability with complete honesty and integrity. After one of these admission ceremonies some years ago, the father of one of the new practitioners said to me, "There was nothing like this when I became an ecologist," and there's a reason for that. For centuries, people embarking on careers in the law have had to make formal promises like you have in your oaths and affirmations this afternoon, and that's because of the importance of the work that you'll be doing and the importance of doing it with honesty and integrity. It's an unfortunate fact of life that the Tasmanian legal profession isn't large enough to absorb all of the new lawyers who are being admitted today. Those of you who do find a place in the Tasmanian profession, either immediately or later on, will find that with very few exceptions, its members are friendly, respectful of junior practitioners, competent and willing to help. It's generally a very good idea for a new practitioner to find one or two more experienced practitioners, maybe in other firms, whom he or she can contact when in need of help. Of course, you must always try to do your best to come to grips with your problem before you seek the help of anybody else. A bit like tidying up before the cleaner arrives. Another important point to bear in mind is that entering the legal profession is a bit like entering a monastery. You're going to be surrounded by many of the same people for the next 40 years or more. And that means that if you do the wrong thing by somebody, it will be remembered. It will be remembered for the rest of your career. So it's very important that you bear that in mind. In my view, Tasmania is very lucky to have a fused legal profession. That is a profession in which many practitioners work both as solicitors and as barristers. There are other Australian jurisdictions that have fused professions, Western Australia, South Australia and the two territories. But Tasmania traditionally has had the most fused legal profession in the country. I mean by that Tasmania has traditionally had a much smaller percentage of its lawyers practicing solely as barristers. That's changing. It's been changing for some time. Junior practitioners are briefing counsel more and more, and no doubt that's partly because of the increasing complexity of litigious work. And there are certainly times when it's a good idea for a difficult legal problem to be assessed by a barrister with a fresh mind. The fact that we have a fused legal profession means that there are excellent opportunities for junior practitioners to gain valuable experience by appearing in courts and tribunals. You can learn a lot by seeing a case through from the taking of initial instructions to the conduct of a hearing. You'll be able to do a much better job preparing a case for a hearing if you're used to conducting hearings yourself. And I therefore want to urge each of you, if you have opportunities to appear in courts or tribunals or even to attend as an instructing solicitor, to seize those opportunities and to involve yourselves as much as possible in representing your clients. Well, I think that's enough wise advice. I hope that all of you get as much pleasure out of membership of the legal profession as I have over many years. Congratulations to all of you again on reaching this very important milestone today. The court will now adjourn.
All stand, please. This honourable court now stands adjourned.